The Karambit is much more than just a knife. It's a staple of the multi-million-dollar economy that was formed around Counter-Strike global offensive skins. There's no doubt in our minds that this single knife has some of the most expensive knife skins in the whole of gaming. And what would a best of list be like without such a recognizable weapon? This is the mother of all knives, and these are the best Karambit skins in Counter-Strike. Let's start with the infamous Doppler Sapphire. The Karambit Doppler Sapphire was added to CSGO on the 8th of January 2015. It was released as part of the full Spectrum update, and it currently starts at over $12,000 on the Steam market. The Doppler series has to be among the most expensive series of digital video game skins, and the Doppler Sapphire phase is an example of just how absurd these prices can get. It really makes you wonder who on God's green earth has this kind of money to spend on a weapon skin. You could do so much for $12,000. Hell, you could hire a personal Counter-Strike coach for a few months. At least the skin looks beautiful though. And we've got another crazy one coming up. This is Fade. The Karambit Fade was added to CSGO on the 14th of August 2013. It was released as part of the Arms Deal update, and currently starts at $1,964 on the Steam market. We've mentioned how the Karambit itself is the pinnacle of all knives. Well, the Karambit Fade is another story. This knife skin in particular was and still is incredibly popular amongst YouTubers and skin traders. If you were watching content back in 2015, nearly every content creator would have had a Karambit Fade. I mean, it is incredibly beautiful, but again, crazy expensive. So if you want to become a CSGO influencer, you better start saving so you can get your Fade. Up next, we have Case Hardened. The Karambit Case Hardened was added to CSGO on the 14th of August 2013. It was released as part of the Arms Deal update and currently starts at about $1,950 on the Steam market. This is probably my personal favourite in the entire game from an aesthetic standpoint. It's just gorgeous, the way the colours fold into one another. But fun fact, and this will sound weirdly intense, but I suppose that's just the Counter-Strike community. Buyers look for blades with bigger patches of blue because these are deemed to be the higher quality case hardened skins. I love this stuff, it's like wine connoisseurs. Now to another Fade skin. This is the Marble Fade. The Karambit Marble Fade was added to Counter-Strike on the 8th of January 2015. It was released as part of the full Spectrum update, and it currently starts at $1,200 on the Steam market. This one kind of feels like the "we've got Fade at home" skin, but maybe I'm being a bit too mean. It still looks ridiculously nice, and it's still a big spender item, but it's just not quite as beautiful in my opinion. Nevertheless, you'd still be certain to impress if you were using this kind of skin. Next up, we have the Law Karambit. The Karambit Law was added to Counter-Strike on the 15th of June 2016. It was released as part of the Gamma Exposure update and currently starts at $510 on the Steam market. This one is maybe a little less premium than the others and certainly not so famous, but it's unique and it's very pretty. The Law Karambit takes its influence from Celtic design, as you can see in that lovely patterning on the blade, and it comes together in a great finished product. But that brings us to the end of our ludicrously expensive list. Are any of you balling hard enough to buy these? Don't worry if not, we've got a lot of other content for Counter-Strike, and some of our favourite skins in the game actually aren't as harshly priced. Either way, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and we hope you've had a great day. Until next time.